fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Mario Davis on the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go, come on! A gain of
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 56. Don't get nervous. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a short return to the 6-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
3-yard line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on third and long. Eason, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brought it down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
22 yards there, a first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cook out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the Bears' 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he'll find Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Cardinals.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Hands it off out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there. But now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun is Eason. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half. Looking up into the roof and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Eason on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Chicago.
First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Operating from the gun. Eason got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney. As the first half is winding down, and the Bears get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Here we go.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's caught. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, he's going to make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Second and 6.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
3 yards.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Javon Kinlaw. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the gun, Eason. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Taken in at the 11. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're firing a deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 52 yards. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
1st and 10, Eason. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
He's going to air one out.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 60 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Bears 17.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun, Eason. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A gain of 12.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Eason. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bears on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Trying to lay one up deep. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike 56, Mike 56. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On third down, Cook. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Eason. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Eason. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Eason going to try and throw for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.